It almost feels wrong to be grieving. Selfish. No amount of tears will bring the dead back. It's just easier to feel guilty, if you'll excuse me.
Everyone is in mourning.
I thought maybe I would
I understand, but I cannot quite share in their emotion.
got nothing. So
I have seen death.
I would quote
I have lost people I considered close.
a long time ago.
But this is...
Is God real?
It is not the same.
Proper question would be,
I cannot explain why.
reality divine?
I am not sure I am making sense.
Existence itself is a mystery which yearns to be uncovered.
Thank you.
What is goodness but a comparison to the good?
Chat for a bit?
you are
What
free
is
soon.
existence
Normally, I
but a
hate talking to
physical
people at funerals,
in being?
but, well,
For where the diversity of the universe
you don't
inspires
believe in the
awe and
afterlife, do
wonder,
you?
it
I mean,
exists
this might be the
only
worst
in
time to bring it
contrast
up,
to
but
a simplicity so pure that it may only
It's
be understood as primal
comforting,
and
isn't it?
divine.
You haven't really lost
Our
someone,
essence
You're
is
just
what was
waiting to see them
imagined
again.
by its mind.
and you don't even need proof.
Consider imagining
You just
what
need
we
to believe it.
consider mind
Well,
are in fact so
I've
far
taken up
beyond
enough
our
of your time.
understanding that even these metaphors are like the tiny white caps on a massive searching sea. There's more, but those are the parts that speak to me the most. Thank you.
That was really thoughtful, Mateo. Thank you. Does anyone else want to say anything? Thank you. If anyone else wants to say something. I hope this is all okay. Between fixing things up and sending out messengers and getting all the paperwork done. It's not much. No, it's fine. Sorry, if I talk any longer, I'm gonna start crying. Could you excuse me?
I don't often speak about what I believe. It seems so redundant with how I live. But death is one of those occasions where it's hard not to look inward. Our friend is gone. There's no afterlife or second meetings. No God in heaven that is curating a perfect ending for him. So it's up to us. We are what lives on. If the pain of loss inspires us to greater action, then that is the good that comes from it. Humanity is what truly creates our world. We are the ones that judge things to be good or evil, joyful or mournful. Let us take responsibility for it. Let us remember what we have lost.
Walter, are you part of the House of Enlightenment? I never knew that.
Yes, well, I like to keep some things private.
I don't believe we met. Ajay Mamasa, former chair of Constellation. I wish the circumstances of my visit were better. Unfortunately, this isn't the first Constellation funeral I've been to. After 35 years, You say goodbye to a lot of friends. I hope you don't mind me saying, but I feel numb just thinking about it. Sarah meant the world to me. She was the future. I knew it as soon as I met her.
Until we sizzle in a distant sun's corona.
Oh, yes. I was Sebastian Banks' protege. If that gives you any idea of how long I was part of our little club.
But I disagree. Do you know what I find unknown?
Exactly the same as when you met her, I bet. Determined. Fearless. With just a small hint of delight on her face when she knew she was winning, eh? My only problem as a mentor was trying to convince her to be more tactful. Those old military instincts would always get her in trouble.
But the universe doesn't.
Yes. She could make me so angry or so happy. We used to joke that we were married. I bet relationships in Constellation are still messy, aren't they? We're more of a family than an organization. All the former lines bleed together. It makes the losses sting harder. But I hope it means the time you had together was all the more important. That's how I like to think of it anyway.
That certainly was an interesting perspective, Barrett.
Knew him, argued with him, tried to carry on his memory when he vanished. Sebastian will be back tomorrow, we always used to say. It reminded us that he was still here, in the bones of this old building.
You know, what you're feeling right now is a chemical reaction whose evolutionary goal is promoting social cohesion. Never seems to work for me. No matter how many times I do this, I feel less attached, not more. I wrote the book on them. The 10 Stages of Grief by A. Barrett. Step 1 used to be have a drink. But nowadays I settle on a good chocolate bar. You know, if there's one piece of advice I can actually give you, it's that lost loved ones have a way of coming back to you. One day you'll be sweeping out some old shelf or digging through a desk, and there it'll be. Some old paperweight of theirs, or a piece of jewelry they gave you, half jokingly. Theoretically, of course. Maybe I like knowing no matter how far I run to the edges of space, someone is going to find their way back to me. Let's talk. When you have time, of course.
I am told these types of gatherings are a sad occasion. That assumption appears to be correct. No, I don't. I'm programmed to analyze sensory and biometric data so I can cross-reference. But I do not feel as you seem to imply. I appreciate you verifying my analysis, although I am certain my thanks will do little to improve your current psychological trauma. If you would like, though, I can add some consoling language to my programming. It will take some time to adapt, but it will be okay. How was that? I will note that feedback for later.
Hi. Is talking supposed to make us all feel better? Is that why we're all here? What's the point? It's not going to change anything. Every day is going to be worse now. Don't you get that? I want to be alone for a while, okay?
Drink? Pour one out to the blackest sea? Two old friends. May their ghosts go past the edges of space, to the great beyond. Aye.
Is it quieter in the lodge, or is it just me? I guess it's good to be in fashion. You know, there's an old Aquila story about two pioneers who got lost trying to find a new frontier to settle. One of them takes ill. Clear he's not gonna make it, he turns to his partner and says, "Don't bury me. Let the ground take what it's due. I'd rather be a ghost chasing after you than walk through the pearly gates knowing an eternity of loneliness until you get there." Sad story, huh? You look after yourself. When the time's right, I'd appreciate a chat.